high priest. Because you see, that's where God was. That's where God was. And only the priests could go in the presence of where God was. But you see, now that we're holy priests, we have direct access to God. This all-powerful, this almighty, this all-loving, this awesome God. We have direct access to this God. Does it get any better than that? We're holy priests. We can go directly to Him. We don't need an intermediary. And we're a holy nation. You know, we may live in this world, but you know, our citizenship really isn't in this world. It's in God's kingdom. And there's a beauty about that. Because you see, it doesn't have national boundaries. This week at annual conference, we talked about the work that goes on within the church, not just in the United States, but all throughout the world, in communities, to Christians and non-Christians. For example, we talk a lot about Zimbabwe, Sierra Leone, Liberia, one country after another, all the things that are happening. And we're a connection because we're a part of that nation. We're citizenship. We're part of God's people and God's family. And we can go anywhere in the world and we can find citizens of the same. Because our citizenship is in heaven. It's with God and God's presence and God's kingdom. We're a holy nation. And it says we're God's own possession. God possesses us. We belong to God. Everything. Who we are, what we have. You know, sometimes we think all the stuff we accumulate and all the things we have, it's ours, you know? I just wonder what God thinks when we do that. Stop right there, man. You don't need it. It's all mine. You're stewards. Even you are my possession. And I love you. I love you with all of my heart, my being. And I want to bless you. Yeah. We're God's possession. We belong to God. But you see, it doesn't just stop there. That's great to know who we are. We can know who we are, but the question is, well, what do we do about it? What do we do about it? What do we do with it? God wants us to grow, just as any children. He wants us to grow in our faith and in our lives. And He wants us to grow spiritually. And we do that in a number of ways. We do that through our time spent with God, through prayer, through looking at His Word. We do it in time we have together in fellowship and in study and teaching. But especially when we use our spiritual gifts. Ministry. We really grow in ministry. See, the problem is sometimes we believe that we're kind of like ornaments on a Christmas tree. We're simply there hanging on there to be looked at and sparkle in all the bright lights. But you see, we have to understand there's a difference. There's a difference between being a passenger on a ship and being a part of the crew of the ship. Guess what? We're the crew. We're the crew. We're not the passengers. We're the crew. Using the gifts that God has given us. Because that's what Scripture tells us. I mean, you look at Romans chapter 12, verses 6 through 8. It's very clear. If our gift is preaching, let us preach to the limit of our vision. If it's serving, let us concentrate on our service. If it's teaching, let us give all we have to our teaching. If it's a gift of stimulating the faith in others, let us set ourselves out to do it. Let the man who's called to give freely. Let the person who wields authority think about his responsibility. And let the man who feels sympathy for his fellows act cheerfully. It doesn't just say if you have this gift, well, good, glad you do. Each one of those is a gift followed by action. Taking the gifts God has given us and putting it into ministry. That's crucial. Because that's the only way the church is going to work. That's the only way the Christian faith is going to work. When we put it into action. When we put it into ministry. Jesus one time, remember when He was with the Samaritan woman? He sat there with the Samaritan woman. The disciples went into town, and he was sitting there by the well talking to this woman and told her amazing things. And she went back to town, the disciples came back to Jesus. They're talking, and they look out, and all of a sudden here comes that woman and all these people from town that she had talked to. He looked out, and all these people coming were Jesus and his disciples. Remember what Jesus said? He said, look at this. The fields are ripe and the fields are full, but the laborers are so few. So you have to understand, Jesus doesn't have a harvest problem. The harvest is there. Jesus has a labor problem. He needs the laborers to be out there in the field, harvesting the field. It's there. It's here in our community. But he needs the laborers to go out and make that harvest. And when we use our spiritual gifts, we meet those needs, and that success is possible. And it takes all of us doing that together. Stop and think about it. How many people, just as an example, how many people do you think it takes to put a worship service together? To make worship service happen? Do you ever stop to think about it? I walked in the confirmation class a short time ago. They were talking about that. We sat down, we had a nice conversation. We started talking about how many does it take to do a worship service. You know, we came up with at least 40 to 50 people. Do you ever think about that? It takes a choir. It takes music people. It takes liturgists. It takes greeters, ushers, sound people, tech people. It takes people to do the bulletins. It takes people to stuff the bulletins. We just started counting up one after another. We came up with around 40 to 50 people for one worship service. That's how it works. That's how it works. All doing the tasks, making it happen. Because you see, needs aren't going to be met unless we're out in ministry to others around us. Needs are not going to be met. In Acts chapter 6, look at Acts chapter 6, the problem there is the widows were being neglected, and there was some problems with that. The disciples said, you know, there's so many people coming into this faith, we can't do it all. That was the real beginning of late ministry. Because people came forward and began to take care of those who were widows and those who were in need. And then the church began to grow and work together and utilize the gifts that God has given. And we're so thankful for that. There's a reason for that. And the gifts vary from, as I said earlier, the simple things to the very complicated. And let me tell you, I think you have to understand God has really blessed us with individuals that can do things that need to be done in certain ways because of their giftedness. I think this week, while at annual conference, I'll tell you, you know, we have to be grateful and thankful to God for what he has done. And especially, for example, I'm thinking, and I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it, for Mike down here, our lay leader, Eleanor. She really took a turn for the worse this week, and here I am at the annual conference. Lakeside. Got a hold of Mike. Can you go visit the family? Go over and visit Eleanor. 2 days in a row, Mike was there, ministering to her and the family. You see, the church doesn't perform any better than when it's doing that. That's exactly how the church needs to operate, taking the gifts and talents that God's given us and putting it to use for Jesus. Not for us, not for me, not for any one individual, but putting it into practice for him. For him. And what a difference it makes. Because you see, God's limited without us. You never thought about that, did you? God's limited without us. In Italy, during World War II, there was a village that had a statue of Christ, and it was a centerpiece of the village. And during the war, a bombing just shattered that statue of Christ. And so the people gathered the pieces and what they could find and put them aside. And then after the war, they started putting the statue back together, very, very diligently, putting one piece. When they were finished, there were some cracks, you know, some different things, but they thought, you know, this is just a demonstration of life. But they had a problem. There were some pieces missing.